This morning I had a conscious etheric OBE. The meditation started at about 3:05 and I went through the indirect method very slowly. I didn't get very far. I first rubbed my hands in front of my face twice. I did everything twice. I rubbed my hands in front of my face twice. I did it once first, and then I relaxed deeply for, I don't know, 10 to 30 seconds. Did it again, then relaxed. Then rolled to my left, relaxed, rolled to my right, relaxed, rolled to the left again. Then I began feeling like I was tumbling, or I began doing the same indirect method, but forward, feeling like I was tumbling, never tumbled out. Then Todd Akimisis's most recent meditation came on, where you're doing the mantra, I am light. At the same time, breath control, so I was breathing in deeply, no hold, and then exhaling all, and then breathing in deeply again, fairly deeply, I guess, but not strenuous, but it was under my control. And then every so often breathing, feeling like light was coming in from all points around me, into my body, physical body, and then etheric, and then astral. So did that, and at the end of that, I began feeling light vibrations, and then they went away. So I decided to continue relaxing and continue doing the indirect method. So this time, I just basically went through the indirect method techniques one more time. And at the same time, every so often, I would feel myself breathing in light. And so the vibrations came, and I kind of was able to deepen them, and then they would go. And this happened, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. And then they became very deep, and I felt myself relaxing, tried to put myself to sleep. And then I decided, I really don't like rolling around myself vertically. I mean, I try that before falling asleep often. That's a technique that I like using before falling asleep. But when I'm here in the recliner, it's more difficult when I'm not completely vertical to imagine myself rolling around my body vertically. I can do that much more easily when I'm on a plain surface like the bed, planar surface like the bed. So instead, this time I felt myself rolling, and then suddenly I was rolling, and I was rolling, in my etheric body. So then I was rolling for a little bit in my etheric body, and then I opened my etheric eyes, and I had a conscious etheric OB. So I was in the etheric dimension, or the substructure of physical matter, or the real, whatever anyone chooses to call it. And so I began moving that way. Then I left the bedroom that I'm presently in, and I went downstairs, and I wanted to go see the other 2 relatives in this house that are sleeping. So I went over to where they were, and passed through their physical or non-physical bodies. And so we'll see tomorrow morning, or this morning, whether or not I entered their dream state, or they were at all aware of me. Probably not. This entire etheric experience was very dark. So it was very dark the entire time I was moving. It was very dark the entire time I was in their bedroom. I was saying clarity now, awareness now, but you really have to say that with a strong degree of intention. You have to repeat it multiple times. And I only said it like twice, and my intention was kind of there, kind of wasn't there. And so, it remained dark. I don't know if I had repeated it with greater, stronger intention, it would have become more clear, but it was pretty dark. So I left their bedroom and went outside, and because it was so dark, and I went outside into, we're currently on a golf course area. I went outside to one of the fairways, and just got completely confused as to where I was. I went up in the air, I flew up into the sky, and was just extremely confused because it was so dark. I lost all orientation of where I was. I just flew in one direction, and then I entered someone else's home. It was kind of a pretty home, in fact. And so I was in their home for a little bit. This etheric OBE lasted maybe between 5 and 10 minutes, kind of short. While I was in their home, I returned to my body, still feeling the vibration, so I tried to get back out. I relaxed more deeply, and then the vibrations disappeared, and I was still trying to get back out, still trying to do the technique, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up I didn't wake up in the dream, but I fell asleep, and in the dream I was in a rocking chair, trying to do the technique in a rocking chair, with a whole lot of dream characters around me. So that didn't go anywhere, because I then didn't wake up in the dream, and that the dream didn't turn into an OBE in any way. I was in the dream for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, probably 20-30 minutes. Ended up back in my body, suddenly realized that I had been dreaming. Again, tried to go through the techniques, but, no success. Hadn't taken any supplements, significant supplements, the past couple days. Well, significant in the way that they've been I haven't been able to have an OBE for a couple days. Yesterday I took B6 before going to bed, 100 milligrams, because I was kind of disappointed with the 2 days prior not being able to have any OBEs. Looking at the supplements that I'm taking and thinking that some of them probably aren't as strong as they claim to be, or they, the active ingredients really aren't there. So, so I took a B6, because B6 is well known to facilitate these sorts of experiences. I don't know what supplements I'll take today, maybe a B complex, maybe more B6 before going to bed. But yeah, the B6 certainly helped, I think. The vibration, I could really feel the vibrations this morning. I don't know whether or not I don't know what was going on, but definitely the supplement, I think the supplement had some sort of beneficial effect. My dreams last night before I started this meditation were normal, so I don't think the B6 had any effect on those. We'll see. Maybe I'll take B6 today and see what happens tomorrow. That's all for this journal entry.